I stand before you today at a very dangerous situation, and thank goodness our officers are okay and every innocent person is okay in that apartment complex. Shortly after 3:30, our detective was in the Meridian Point Apartments investigating an incident with a victim. Our suspect in this case was also a suspect in that case. She lets the detective and the officers know that that person in her case is in the apartment complex. The officers go to engage with him. He takes off running into a building and into an apartment. As the officers chase him, this suspect shoots his pistol at our officers. Our officers return fire, and thank goodness again they're okay. The suspect runs into an apartment complex that is occupied by other people. Fortunately, they were able to get out of the apartment complex and they are okay. Our hostage negotiation team and our SWAT team responded. They attempted an hour and a half of negotiations with no response, and then we were able to locate the suspect in the apartment, deceased. Again, this was a very dangerous situation. There was a ton of kids and families out there, and I can just say that thank goodness everybody in this situation didn't get in a worse situation. Our officers did not get, our citizens out there did not get hit, and we are following up on this details of the suspect. Any questions? Yes. Again, that's part of the investigation is a relationship that, but we do know that there was a disturbance between those two. Again, that's part of the investigation. It could be either one of those, and that's FDLE is assisting with that investigation and the ME. So we'll have those answers as the investigation continues.
Where were where were the shots going? Was it in a hallway? Was it in an open space? Where were the returning fires?
They were entering into the apartment complex and into the actual apartment right about that time.
So just to be clear, after the hour and a half standoff, officers went into the complex.
No, they were already in the apartment having the standoff, trying to get communication. That communication didn't happen, so that's when they actually went into the room that he was in and found him.
And what was the initial call for?
The officers were out there on a follow-up with the victim on a previous case involving this suspect.
Domestic related?
It was a harassment type, whether it's domestic or not would be part of the investigation.
Ages?
We know the suspect was an adult, young adult male.
How many people were in the apartment that he was targeting, or that was of concern? We heard there might have been some kids, as many as 4 or 5 people in that apartment.
There were several. To get you the exact amount, I'll have our PIO's office get it with you.
Kids?
Again, I'll have them get with that with you.
And where inside that apartment where he located?
In the back bedroom closet.
Are you sad that it turned out the other way, where you could talk to the person and brought him out safely?
It sounds like that he wasn't in a condition where he could have responded back. And any type of situation that ends, this is very tragic. But on a positive note, the officers are okay and the innocent bystanders are okay.
And when it comes to the hostage negotiation, what were some of the tactics? Did they get any response from him at all?
Yeah, no, they didn't get any response at all, and that's a great question. Our hostage negotiation team and our SWAT team, they train for these types of things routinely, and they came out and they performed exemplary. They take their time, they're slow and methodical, and in this situation, it's unfortunate the way that it ended, but thank goodness it didn't end in a more tragic situation.
I know it's early, but you said it was a pistol. Do you know how many times he fired at officers?
We know at least a couple times, but the exact amount will be part of the investigation.
You all have the gun in custody?
Yes.
Were the officers wearing body-worn cameras, and have you had a chance to review it?
They were looking at some of those body-worn cameras now as we speak, and once we have some of that available, we'll be able to provide it.
Tonight, will that be released, do you think? Body cam?
Probably tomorrow it'll take.
Any details you can provide on the tactics used? I know you said that they're well trained, but anything we can know?
We have, a variety of things that we can release. The problem is I don't want to give too much for the next suspect that's watching this to use it against us.
Has anything been done different as far as, just making sure that the people, because like you said, very dangerous, so many people could have been at risk in this moment. Do people just shelter in place
I tell you that we had great cooperation with the community. The officers came, they immediately evacuated the area, the community responded, they went to a safe area. So this is a good example of the community and the law enforcement working well together to get in a safe location.
You got an evac time by chance? You know how long it took?
Again, I'd have to get that for you.
All right, thank y'all. Last, thank y'all.
Thanks.